Hola everyone and welcome to a Family One Menu. Today we're making a great dessert, especially for kids. So bring him into the kitchen to make my delicious brownie balls. And I guarantee that you are going to love it. Today we're making my delicious brownie balls. Perfect recipe for the holidays, perfect recipe to make with your children. But before we begin, don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to my channel. All right, let's go over our ingredients for today's recipe. Freshly baked brownies. Now you can use whichever mixture or recipe you like. I know everybody likes their own recipe. A bag, about 7 ounces of chocolate chips. I'm using white. You can also use dark or milk chocolate chips. Food coloring, whichever ones you prefer, sprinkles and sparkles, and some bowls for assembling. Before we start making our brownie balls, make sure to grab a pan, line it with either parchment or silicone mat like I have, so we can put our balls there. And you're going to separate them by about 1 inch. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take just a handful. And brownie, the reason why I use brownies is because brownies are a little more moist even than most cakes. And it's really, really tasty and dense. And when you're making any cake or brownie balls, you want the balls to be dense and hold together. And the brownies have that structure where you can put them together and they will stick and stay. So the way you're going to make these balls is you're going to take some of the crumbs in your hands and you're going to press them first. You can add as you need. Don't make the brownie balls too big because otherwise they're going to be too dense. You want to make them a good size, about a handful. You can see mine right here. So you just put some in your hands. The brownies have fat, so your hands are going to get a little greasy. Don't be afraid. And you're going to, once your balls are soft, you feel the texture is getting softer and softer. After you squeeze it, you're going to start by making the actual ball, and you're going to put it in between your palm and you're going to go like this and roll it. And once this is rolled, and they don't have to be extremely perfect. Once this is rolled, you're going to put it on a pan, on the pan that I told you to line, and we're going to put them in the freezer for 30 minutes. And then we're going to take them out. All right, everyone, my balls are ready and looking great. All right, everyone, I've removed my brownie balls from the freezer. They were there for at least 30 minutes. They were there for about 40 minutes. And they are in perfect shape. They have hardened, which is what you want before you cover it with chocolate. This is not sponsored, but I'm using Chalk Zero, which is a brand that has 0 sugar in their chocolate chips. And the reason why I don't want to have sugar in my chocolate chips is because the brownie is sweet enough. Too much sweetness is a little much. So that's my preference. Now, if you want yours with sugar, go right ahead. But I think these are perfect for this. All right, so we're going to put our chocolate chips in a bowl. Make sure it's a heat-safe bowl, not metal. Because the way we are going to do them is we're going to melt them in the microwave, the lazy way. The way you want to do this is do it about 10 seconds at a time so you don't burn them in case they've overheated. Because every microwave is different, you want to check them constantly. So let's melt these and we'll be right back. All right, so our chocolate has melted. You can see here that it's completely melted. Like I said, be careful if you're doing it on the microwave. You can also do this on a bain-marie, but it takes a little longer. So you put a little bit of boiling water and put your bowl on top with the chocolate chips in it, and it'll melt. but be very careful not to burn it. All right, so now we have our chocolate melted, and I'm gonna pour some in on a smaller bowl so we can make different colors. I'm gonna show you how to do that. All right, so we have our bowl of chocolate melted, and I've divided them into 3 bowls so we can make different colors. Now, you gotta act quickly because you don't want the chocolate to start to harden. And I know I just melted it, but you know what I mean. You want to make sure that it's not too hard. Now I'm adding some food coloring to my chocolates. So that way I can make different colors, like I said. And then you're just gonna, mix it in, make sure that you get the color that you want and the intensity that you want. So I have 3 drops in this one. So this one is going to be a little bit more green maybe, or maybe not. It's green enough. I'm going to leave one white because I have a Christmas decoration, sprinkles for the brownie balls. And I wanted to show you what it looks like with just the white covering. Now we're going to start to dip our balls into the chocolate. I'm going to take one. Let me do one. I'm going to do a blue one right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it around. I have a little fork. You can use a tiny spoon or even a bigger fork is fine. Just make sure that you turn it around and you cover it completely. All right, now that our brownie ball is completely covered, we're going to place it over very delicately on the same tray that we used to dry them before. Let me use this spoon right here. Oh, there you go. Bueno. If you're missing a spot, you can always take a little bit of chocolate and drizzle it over. Now, I'm going to do a green one and place it over the silicone pad or the parchment paper on your sheet tray. Now the white one is completely covered, and I'm going to place it on my sheet tray like I said before. Now that it's completely covered, they're all completely covered, I'm going to apply my sprinkles. If you have a lot of the brownie balls, make sure you sprinkle as you cover, because then you won't have enough time and they'll harden and then the sprinkles won't attach. So in this case, I have a beautiful Christmas color sugars, and I'm going to sprinkle the white one with those, and they look so adorable, guys. This is why I love the white one, because it's just a canvas that you can basically paint, and you can make little eyes too for kids' birthdays or things like that. And then I'm gonna cover one of these with a little bit of cinnamon, because that's another touch you can give them. So the blue one, I'm gonna put cinnamon over it. Like I said, guys, the options are endless. You can do and top them with whatever you like. Chocolate and cinnamon go great together. This is perfect for you to bring your kids into the kitchen and have them help you, and great when you have multiple children, because you can make an assembly line and each person does a different step, and it's great. And then you can switch them around so everybody has an experience. All right, everyone, so we are done with today's recipe. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you make tons of these. Please leave me a message in the comments. Let me know how yours turned out if you make them. Do you make any little faces or anything? Let me know. You can also send me an email at onefamilyonemenu.com. And please do go to onefamilyonemenu.com to view this recipe and many, many, many more. Also, don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to my channel. I will see you soon. Have a good day. Our brownie bowls, our brownie ball, bolitas de chocolate.